love to have you. Like Zunk the Monk has just done. Welcome to the family. Thank you for that Twitch Prime sub. Showing the rest of you Twitch Prime users how to do it. And of course, outside of that, you can cheer, donate, you can give subs as well if you want to support. As we kick off into game number 1 of this best of 3 PvZ between PtitDrogo and Reynor. To the top left-hand side, our blue Protoss player from My Insanity. It is PtitDrogo. He is going up against the red Zerg. To the bottom right from Prophecy Esports, it's Reynor. Thank you again, Zunkta Monk, for joining the family of the Twitch Prime sub. We're only 8 subscribers away from 350, which is really just straight up insane. Like, I don't even know what to say about that. You guys have just been incredible over the last few weeks. Thank you so much for all the support, guys. Really do appreciate it. As we do go off into this hatch gas pool opening. And again, it's just the Nexus gate, or gate Nexus core. Nothing too crazy across the map. A couple of you guys asking about Bly versus True. I'm just going to show you guys this very quickly on the picture-in-picture. If any of my hotkeys want to work. Yes, no, maybe. XSplit, please. I can't do this if you don't let me. Sometimes I just don't understand XSplit. XSplit doesn't want to let me use the hotkeys, which really makes it difficult. Basically, in Bly versus True, well, there's actually a fight going on right now, which could decide this game, because Mutas and Roach is out of True. Well, actually, Muta's out of True, but Roach is out of Bly. It's actually really hard to see what's going on. I think the Mutas are just about going to kind of win out in the skies. Obviously, they're going to stay alive, but Bly has a lot of Roaches. Bly seems to have enough of an advantage in this game. Like, the Hydras are coming out. It looks as though he's going to be okay. So that's happening, and that's continuing that Bly versus True series. We'll give you more updates as we go along. It's currently 1-0 lead for True in that best of 3. And depth coming in towards the center of the map here, as we see that Stargate is coming up behind the mineral line. So Drogo just setting up in towards that. Third hatcher as well from Reynor now on the right-hand side of the map. As we get set up and rolling in these next few minutes. What I was going to say, by the way, actually, was something that was really exciting I just got news about today, is that you guys know WSG, right? Well, I'm pretty sure you do. WSG, a big competition. And the Asia Pacific, the APAC Regional Finals is coming up in January. I'm very excited to say that we are going to be bringing you guys English coverage of the WSG APAC Regional Finals in January 11th through 14th. Players such as Dark, Classic, and Maru, Probe, Haas, and others are going to be competing there for a $40,000 prize pool, I believe, as well as spots into the Global Finals. That's the WESG APAC Regional Finals. And we will be bringing you guys, yes, that's right, unique and exclusive English coverage of that entire event. It's going to be a crazy January. We are super busy, super booked up. I honestly could not stream more in January if I tried, provided nothing goes wrong. So the plans for January going well so far, so look forward to that. Just thought that was a cool little thing to keep you guys updated on. So Dovin Wolf coming in with the Cheer 100 in the chat as well. How you doing today, Dovin Wolf? Thank you for the Cheer 100, appreciate it, mate. Thank you very much. Appreciate the support, as always. A regular cheerer in the chat. Did you see an Eva Chairman being thrown down here from Reynor? His opening going to be that fairly fast lair, which EU Zergs are doing more and more of. Hasn't really caught on for Korean Zergs as much, I feel like. They're still kind of playing like the +1 melee Ling Bane kind of openings. European Zergs are all about the +1 missiles, the Hydra Den faster in the game, using that aggressively or just using it to go into lurkers early. As you see, 3 drones getting picked off already. Not worthy enough to get a mention from Wardy, says CRS. CRS is gonna be there as well. I was just going for 5 players that kind of grabs attention immediately, you know, buddy. I can't just list off the entire list of players, just like that. He's gonna be there too, guys. And CRS games will be covered as well, I'm sure. Phoenix poking his way through this Overlord, and that Overlord will go down. As we do see these couple of Oracles of Drogo just flying overhead across those couple of Zerglings. Twilight Council Forge and Robo Facility all coming up here as Drogo just follows up into a few extra gates as well. I mean, just setting up on the 3 bases beyond the Stargates and getting ready for everything he needs moving onwards here. So, you know, in that regard, everything's looking kind of nice, kind of decent, pretty much as you would expect it to. A couple Oracles still sat down to the south side. There's 20 Lings on the way out, 5 Hydras as well. Templar Archives coming up in the main base here, so Drogo just setting up still into pretty much everything you would need. I mean, Charge Lot, Immortal Archon, right? There's no real surprises. His first Prism as well to maybe start warping those Charge Lots around if he wants to get aggressive. We will see very, very soon, as those two Oracles going to be pulling back up the right-hand side. A couple of gates warping in over on the left. Pretty much, this is kind of what Drogo, the Dr. 96 actually just says it in the chat right now. This is kind of what Drogo was using against Bly when we saw him in the first series of the day. And that's very, very true. It definitely is very similar. But obviously Drogo died to a bunch of Lings back then. That doesn't seem to be the case right now. He's defending these Lings well, and doesn't seem to be. I mean, a few Hydras coming across from Reynor. He's actually cut workers at 58, so he's getting very aggressive with +1 missiles and muscular augments about to finish. But obviously, I mean, Drogo is building up quite nicely, and honestly, I kind of feel like he should be fine here. You know, he's getting a lot of units out. He's got a couple of Archons on the way. He's not rushing into the fight. He's still got a full wall off beyond this point. So he loses one gateway, but that's very replaceable. And even the Wall Prism's still up to go. And counterattack can always get a lot done as well, as Reynor will rotate back around the south side to try and do a bit more damage all over again. Just going to whack up the matchup of Bly True in the corner of the screen as well, guys. Bly's pushing in to basically win game number 2 of the series and to tie it up 1 apiece. Right now, though, this Reynor-Drogo matchup is about to get intense because we see Zealots, Archons, Oracles moving forwards and obviously trying to fight against it. Some Lings from the top side will they get intercepted by Zealots, and Reynor is not really doing enough just yet to break through Drogo. He's going to start pushing onto the third hatch now, but we feel Drogo still has enough to fight this. I mean, it's only Hydras, which can be scary in the higher numbers, obviously, but I don't feel as though it's enough just yet, as yeah, especially with just Zealots charging on top of these. I think that's going to be a pretty big deal, as we're going to see a few seconds getting picked off there. Another Archon about to finish up, and Zealots still charging forwards. Well, here you go. These Hydras continue to take a whole bunch of damage. These Zealots are just going monster mode. They're just going to pick off every single one of these Hydras. Very nicely done by Drogo, pushing those Hydras away, pushing those Lings away. And that's going to be PtitDrogo defending against this, and obviously no 4th hatchery from Reynor. He's only just now thrown down a Spire. His drone count is on 56 against 65. He is not in a pretty position right now, as we're going to see those Hydras poking at the front. Well, Zealot's going to run by in towards this third base mineral line, and they are going to start doing damage as well. Reynor can't really afford to lose too much here, but he already is losing a Queen, and now drone's going down as well. The Spire's behind this mineral line, and that is one of the ways he's maybe looking to get back into this game. So if he loses that, it really just does take away one of his opportunities to maybe just end things here. As we do see these Zealots continue to charge around, and that's pretty much going to be that for now. These units come back home. That gives Drogo plenty of time to keep on building up at home as well. And just to confirm as well, behind all of that action, Bly does tie things up with True 1 game apiece. So we have a moment. Well, do we have a moment? Drogo is actually still attacking, moving on forwards. Drogo's got this one, right? I mean, it's very difficult for Reynor to fight back in this scenario. I mean, there's a bunch of Archons here, a couple of Immortals, Zealot numbers, the Warpins will be plentiful. It really feels as though Drogo has this one under control. So much money in the bank, which he just needs to spend. But if he spends that, he really could just push in and kind of end it right now. He really is just being very cautious about it, though. Just being safe, being careful, not going to take any unnecessary risks as those Hydras continue to gather up together. And the Lings from Reynor just moving around the top side still. Thank you very much, Dark Ones, gifting Sioras a sub. Welcome to the family, Sioras, buddy. And Dark Ones, thank you for gifting yet another sub in this beautiful month of December. Thank you so much. Wardy Hearts in the chat, please, for Dark Ones and Sioras. Welcome to the fam. As we're going to be seeing Zealots, Archons, Immortals pushing on forwards, getting ready to go. Keeping on the aggression. Zealots already charging in. And we're going to be seeing these Lings and Hydras up on the high ground, moving around a bit as well. Meters coming up top, and we are going to be seeing the 4th hatchery here from Reynor. It's still just going to be finishing up in the next few moments. Units still gathering together. We're going to see a couple more High Templar warping in. Meters going in towards the main base, and they're going to go straight towards this mineral line. Look for maybe a couple of probes here. As you can see, the cannons dealing some damage. Archons again, really starting to push through this now, as we do see Drogo finally committing in across the map. There's just not enough Hydras to realistically do enough here. He can't even make his way through the wall of Zealots, basically. Drogo is going to pick up game number 1. First best of 3. So the subs coming through. Appreciate it. We're only 7 subscribers away from 350. Like, holy crap. You know, again, like, we were pushing so hard and so, you know, we were really, really pushing to get 300 subscribers. And now we're at, like, the verge of 350. Really crazy, guys. What a month it's been. Probably expecting the sub count to dip a little in the next couple of days as a few sub gifts wear off. It was about a month ago that we did have, for the first time, the sub gifts coming into the channel and so on. So, yeah. Probably going to see a bit of a dip, but it really has been fantastic to unlock yet another sub mode slot and all the rest of it. Dovin Wolf coming in with the 4-month Twitch Prime resub as well. Let's see some Wardy hearts in the chat for that one also. Thank you so much for the 4 months of Twitch Prime love, buddy. Do appreciate it. Thank you very much indeed. Let's see some Wardy hearts in the chat. Welcome back for another month with us here. Always appreciating the support, man. Always appreciating. Well, let's do this. Let's go into game number 2 of this best of 3. Hatchgaspool is the opening here from Reynor, as he is down a game. Haven't seen Reynor down a game all day so far. Drogo, again, so far in this group, he lost out of Bly, but he did beat True. In fact, how is this group looking overall right now in terms of score and results? It's kind of a bit interesting, I imagine. Let's have a little bit of a peek here and see just how this is going. So currently right now, Reynor is 2-0 in the group, True is 0-2, Elaza, Bly, and Drogo all 1-1 with a same match score, or same map score. So actually kind of important here to pick up victories. I mean, if Reynor loses out, well yeah, if Reynor loses out, then he would be kind of 2-1, Drogo would be 2-1, Bly and Elaza still are 1-1. Very interesting stuff as we are kicking off into this game number 2 right now though. We're going to see what's happening. Just some updates from Bly versus True. Not a lot happening in that series just at the moment. Aspire currently on the way up from Bly. A Rotron and a Lay on the way up from True, as they are currently in that third and final game of their series. Looking to see who can pick up that very important match win, because this group is starting to get very close. I mean, True basically has to win his remaining series to have a chance here and to have a good time and to kind of stay alive in this tournament. Obviously, Bly would like to pick up that win now to make his time a little bit later on against... Who does he have left to play? Reynor, I think. To make his time against Reynor a little bit less kind of on the edge. You would appreciate that as well, I imagine. Remember, there's actually a big difference between finishing in first place of this group and second and third place. First place will go straight to the semi-finals of the tournament and straight into the prize money as well, which is very important to note. So that is very, you know, that's a big positive here. That's a big thing to kind of keep in mind, guys. Second and third place go into the round of 8, or round of 6, essentially, to play against second/third from the other group before moving through to the semi-finals. So, you know, finishing first place in the group does have a little bit of an added bonus. I actually kind of like this format. I kind of just came up with this out, you know, off the top of my head the other day. I was like, hang on, what if we did something a little bit different like this? And I was like, whoa, this is really fun. Obviously, it's not an unheard of format, but yeah, it's kind of neat. It's kind of cool. I think it can definitely work out and give us some good games, a good set of streams, and yeah, it's a nice way to do a little bit of a smaller event, but not limited to 8 players, still just open it up to 10 and give you guys a whole bunch of games. I like it anyways. Let me know what you guys think about the format. Always happy to kind of do what you guys like as well. You know, if you guys want to see best of 98, single elimination, but best of 1 finals, then we'll do that. Okay, maybe we might not do things as crazy as that, but do take your guys' kind of advice into consideration. Like, if you have bits and pieces that, or certain formats you prefer to see, well, let me know. Because if you don't tell me, then how am I meant to know? Best of 98. Yeah, imagine doing best of 98. Then it goes 49-49. It's like, oh, well, turns out guys, in the rules it says if you draw, we actually have to do a new best of 98. We don't just do one more best of 1. As we're going to be seeing an extractor, another one just being thrown down here. It's again that they're coming up a bit later than before from Reynor. As we do see Drogo, Twilight and a Robo, no Forge this time around, by the way. He actually, did he lose the Oracle? No, he just built a single Oracle. So a little bit different and a much faster charge from him. He's already going to the Temple Archive. So this looks very similar to something he was doing against True in one of those matches a little bit previously as well. He was being very aggressive, and I think he picked up a victory off of just a very aggressive kind of Zealot Archon all-in. As we're going to be seeing a Ling getting picked up there. Drogo throwing down the third Nexus, so he's not completely kind of all-in on this. He does have a third Nexus to fall back to. but he hasn't continued to probe up just yet. He's at 45, which is full 2-base saturation, and I don't think he is going to build workers in the immediate future. I think he is going to go across and commit with a lot of Archons, Zealots, and look to try and just win this game in the next couple of minutes. Hatchery being thrown down onto this low ground here. It's going to be seeing a few Zerglings move as well. What's that funny sound over here? Is it these gas vents making a funny sound? God, that's annoying. It's annoying. I just sat there, everything was kind of quiet. I was like, what's that noise? Alright, well, Drogo coming across the map still has not started up any further workers or anything. There's a Warp Prism over here. So I'm warping a couple of Zealots. Lingers underneath, though, will protect that for now. Obviously, Drogo wants to warp in. The longer he waits, the worse it gets for him, because then he misses his next warping cycle or delays it. And that's obviously not ideal. Hydra's on the way up here from Reynor. He's on 65 workers. His army supply pretty similar with Drogo, so we'll see if he's been a bit too greedy. Obviously, one of the issues might just be that he's going to be a little bit split up with his units, and already one Hydra gets charged upon, although Link's from the back going to grab some of Drogo's units that are a little bit split up as well. Drogo, his units are all over the place. He needs to be a bit more cautious about that, honestly, because he does not want to trade, the strength of Drogo's army is kind of how he can just fight all in one place, and how he can be so powerful with those Archons chunking away splash damage onto units while the Zealots kind of split up and do what they want. The last thing he wants is to give the Lings the full surrounds. Either way, it looks as though it's working out for Drogo anyway. His Oracle on this mineral line is going huge, by the way. The Smoke Roller relocated to try and kill the Prism, but it's not going to happen. And Drogo gets another warp in his Zealots to keep on pushing through. And Drogo looks as though he will pick up game 2 of this. After kind of a little bit of a sloppy series against Blythe to start the day, Drogo really is bouncing back strong against these Zerg players. I was going to see a big round of Zealot warpins on the way through right now. It's going to be GG. Reynor, his ZVZ on point, but his PvZ, his EVP,